One more minute. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. My name is Crypto Kip, and I will be your guide through this live stream today as people are scared. There was some attacks last night. People are scared of World War III. Is this something that we're going to see? I put out a poll in the chat. I'd like you to answer it for me because that, my friends, is what we would call a black swan event. But even if that does occur, what does it really mean for the crypto markets? We have to explore that a little bit in this video today because it's extremely relevant given what's going on the global stage. In the meantime, I do believe we have a massive crypto explosion coming one way or another, even if there's some greater escalation to this. Look back. What happened with the conflict between Russia and Ukraine? It's a terrible thing. Any conflict is a terrible thing. Any loss of life is a horrible thing. And it's not the most important thing when it comes to markets, but it is a factor. The more important thing is the actual conflicts and finding peace and resolve and conserving as many lives as possible. But it does affect your crypto, and it does affect your bags. But if you, again, look at this Russia-Ukraine conflict, what happened with that? We got a little downfall for a week or two, maybe a little longer, and then we went on with our bull market as planned. People don't even talk about Ukraine and Russia anymore. And honestly, that's kind of just what happens with these conflicts, guys. They get put in the wayside, get out of the media, and we kind of go back on as business as usual. Right or wrong, that's how it happens. And I expect that's how this would play out if this conflict continued to escalate in any capacity. So we're going to talk a little bit about this today, guys, because I think it's very important. But let's talk about what's important for the crypto markets. The most important thing for the crypto markets, not just the world, but just crypto. In 7 hours and 45 minutes, my friends, the Bitcoin halving's coming, give or take an hour or two, depending on how long the blocks take to solve. But that's it. We started this channel 2.5 years ago. Why? Because we started a bear market knowing there would be another bull market. We have been right so far. We called the bottom at 15K. I had a coworker. I said, hey, Bitcoin, it's 15K. Maybe you look at it because I think it's going to go a lot higher. Talked to him 2 months later, it was at 40K. Then I talked to him a week ago, whatever, and it was above 60K. Unbelievable. So predictable though, because the Bitcoin halving is a supply shock to this market, and not only will Bitcoin roar, but our altcoins will roar as well. When? Let's explore it a little bit, guys. Let's look at the crypto markets. Here's how we're going to do it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Report. Smash a like on your way in, guys. Shout out to David Porciello. Shout out to Tennessee Eco Man. Shout out to Mario. Welcome, everybody. Let's look. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to look at the big gainers, big losers on the day, and we're going to talk about some of the top projects that maybe are worth picking up today, and just a glance at some of the big stories. I got a couple stories lined up for you guys that I want to talk about and look at some of the traditional markets, the returns, and let's go through it. We'll do a Q&A at the end and just see how you guys are feeling, because that's very important to me to understand where the broader market is at and the mindset of the investors in the space. And so go ahead and answer the vote. Do you guys think there will be a World War III in our lifetime? It's a very important question, not just for crypto, but for the world as we know it. So let's get into it, guys. Welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat. Let's get in here. So today, Fear and Greed Index is showing it's a discount. Good time to have dry powder on the sidelines. And Mario in the chat has some. I have some coming in on Monday, and I will be unloading that into these assets. 1 second, people. Sorry about that. So, I'll talk about some meme coins on Cronos, Alex. Yes, and hello to APTV. But let's get into this first. I'll get back to the memes and some of the fun stuff later. But let's get into the important stuff to begin. And you might think memes are important. There's clearly an important category according to CoinMarketCap. And arguably, they've been holding up better than some of the altcoin positions out there, which is shocking, depending on which coins you're in, of course. But let's look at the big gainers, big losers in the day, and just see what's what. So Dog with Hat presented a buying opportunity, and if you took advantage of it, you could have gotten it below $3, and here it is up 20% today, getting a little bit of a rebound. Big gainer on the day, Thorchain coming back, Ethna, which was a big loser, again, down 18%, was down a lot longer over the last 7 days. Here it is up 13% today. We're getting a recovery. Yesterday, there was some panic because Israel counter-attacked Iran, and that is confirmed. I'm not just making that up. This is confirmed. I got to be very careful talking about some of this stuff, guys, but this is real, this is happening, and it's relevant, and it caused some fear last night. In fact, I had one of my coworkers, same coworker that I told to buy a 15K, didn't, and bought some crypto at a 60K Bitcoin. He is wondering what the heck's going on here, and then immediately after he texted me, and I kind of gave him an idea of where I feel the market is at, and just a spoiler alert, I believe we're going to have a bull market this year. I believe the parabolic rally is going to begin, and it's going to lead into the fall and winter, which is exactly what I told him, which is where the parabolic gains will be made. Maybe it trickles into 2025, but I'm not going to bank on it. I expect through the presidential election and through this winter and fall, we're going to have some big gains, and I think buying now will set you up for success later in the year. That's my opinion, which is why these discounts are incredible. Ethna coming up. I don't even know what this project is, but again, you just look at some of these projects that were down and what's coming back today, and a lot of the projects, top projects, Jupiter up 11% today. My partner on this channel was buying this dip aggressively as well, making some beautiful gains on that today, because that's what we do, guys. We shop for discounts, and here's some of the top gainers with some of the top losers recently. Ordi, down 30% over the last 7 days, is up 8% today. No surprises there. Here's a here's a AI project, Fetch AI, that's down still 3% over the week, but up 7% on the day. And if you look at the month, this thing's probably down 30 to 40% on the month. So again, great discounts. At one point, Solana was at $240. It's down 10% of the week still, and it's up 7% today alone. You can make crazy gains in crypto, but you must be disciplined. You must keep your finger on the pulse, and that's why we have a channel to help you guys gauge where this market's at and what you need to be aware of. Now, none of it's financial advice, but we've been making some pretty great plays here, and there's a lot of great plays to come. A lot of AI plays are recovering today, which is awesome to see for all those AI holders. Again, a very hot category. Let's look at the big losers on the day. Not a lot of losers today. Very shocking after this counterstrike from Israel. Maker is down 3%. Pendle's down. Toncoin's down. No surprise there. This thing's been ripping and roaring again. I tell you guys, we don't FOMO into big green candles, guys. Because if you did, you're probably getting hurt on Toncoin right now, which is arguably a great play because it's been going up. It flipped Dogecoin recently. That's incredible. Another layer one solution, I guess, and it's associated with Telegram. They had some big news coming out, and I guess it's a sell the event news. But couple losers today, not a lot of big losers today. Now, over the last 7 days, that's not the same case. There's still a lot of double-digit losers over the last 7 days, and some of these are great plays, guys. Some of these have been very, very exciting. So just keep an eye on that. Bonk is still down 19% over the last 7 days. We saw Dog with Hat getting a recovery today. Meme coins, guys, they're real, they're here, and they're roaring back. It's very interesting to watch. But generally, guys, there's a huge discount available for us today. But here is what happened yesterday. For all you guys were wondering why maybe we dipped down and you're not aware of it, I want to make you aware of it, guys. Big account, Mario. He's got some of the biggest spaces on Twitter, tweeted this out. I want to share with you guys. Breaking news last night. Iran clears airspace after Israeli strike. Iran has promised an intense and brutal response to any attack on Iranian soil. Tonight, multiple reports in U.S. officials, that was last night, have confirmed that the IDF, Israel, has hit a site inside of Iran, and moments later, Iran cleared the entire airspace and redirected all planes away from the missile launch sites, likely in preparation to a launch response. What that exactly means, who knows? Whether it's real or not, that is not confirmed. This is all speculation, but the planes have cleared the airspace. That has been confirmed. Let's see if there's actually a response to this, but this is the question of the day, and that's why I have the poll out. Do you think there will be a World War III in our lifetime? I'll let you know what I think later on in this video, but I want to hear what your opinions are first. The bigger story for crypto, besides this world conflict going on, is this, guys. The Bitcoin halving. Congratulations. If you were accumulating through the bear market, you guys made it to the Bitcoin halving. And now it's not going to get any easier. There could be some volatility. We could drip to the downside, or we could rip roar up to the top. And rip roar up to the top might seem easy, but the truth is there's a lot of you guys out there, and there's a lot of people on Twitter, and there's a lot of people in the crypto space that have been panic selling, taking profits just in case it's over, or just in case there's a huge dip to buy back. But what if the dip doesn't come? There's a problem there. And for the people that are perma-bulls and people that are just in the market, like me, I'm not a perma-bull, but I am a bull until the bull market's over, and I don't think the bull market's even close to over yet. There could be pain ahead in our neck of the woods as well. If you're just a holder like me, we could get a big dip. The good news is if you have dry powder on the sidelines, or if, you have some more money coming in, you can continue to dollar cost average into this market, which I intend on doing, exactly as I've told you guys so many times repeatedly on this channel. I've got one of the biggest bonuses of my life coming, and I'm going to invest it in the largest layer 2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi, and that is Stacks. And I'm going to dump it all in on Monday, if my paycheck comes on Monday. And even if we dip, I'm going to have no regrets, because I know what's coming. I believe I know what's coming. And I believe that 2024 is going to be a parabolic year for crypto. But we've had some black swan events, right? The Fed pivoting hasn't happened yet. Interest rates were going up. They paused the rate hikes recently. Now inflation's coming in hotter than expected. They're going to have to push back the pivot. The rate decreases, and we don't know when those are going to come. Probably now in September. We were thinking June. Some people were thinking earlier. That keeps getting pushed back. That's causing concern. So this is some of what's going on right now, but the Bitcoin halving is being advertised in cities across the globe, specifically in Thailand. Every major publication's talking about it. Every YouTuber's talking about it, because it is a real thing. It is here. The supply of Bitcoin that is getting released into the ecosystem is getting cut in half. The miners could lose some profitability there, so there might be some sell-offs from the miners, but the buying pressure could be huge, because we've got major players coming into this space. We've got potentially Hong Kong launching their ETF in the end of April, which would absolutely be incredible. Let's talk about this story from JP Morgan, the scum. I don't like JP Morgan, guys, even though I bank with them. I don't keep a lot of money in my bank account. I'm all in on crypto. And there's a reason for that, guys. Bitcoin likely to drop after the halving. JP Morgan says, if you zoom out and you go back, and I have a short that I already recorded, a YouTube short, a TikTok. It's coming out later today. We're on Instagram as well for our short form content. I'm going to be talking about JP Morgan, because they lie to you constantly. You go back 2 months ago and they said, we're going to see tremendous upside for crypto. Now here's the Bitcoin halving, and they're saying, we're going to see a big drop after the halving. I bet you they're just trying to panic you out to sell your bag so they could buy the dip lower, which would be spectacular. A lot of people are looking for buying dip opportunities. They could be right, they could be wrong, but my broader point is, guys, is do not listen to JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon, I talked about yesterday, came out on called crypto a Ponzi scheme again, even though JP Morgan is an active participant in the BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF. And it's just a joke, guys. Do not listen to the people with white hair. Do not listen to the talking heads that go on CNBC. Instead, do your own research. Listen to a couple YouTubers, listen to a couple podcasts, listen to the mainstream media, read some articles, and decide for yourself what you actually believe is going to happen based on the history of this asset, based on the sentiment. And here we are looking at this. Here's an iShares. Bitcoin Trust ETF ad. They're everywhere. You cannot escape them. And Anthony Scaramucci, he believes, famous investor, believes that Bitcoin is still very young. I couldn't agree more. Predicts a 200K long-term price after halving. He does not specify whether he thinks that's coming in this cycle or in general, but it's coming at some point in the future, and I believe $1 million Bitcoin. Does that happen in 2026? Does that happen in 2036? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But it is undeniable that Bitcoin is continuing to get more rare. More people are accumulating Bitcoin ever than before. We see ETFs, which are long-term investors, coming into the space and buying up crypto for the very first time. And not just to, make a 2x and leave the market entirely. They're allocating funds moving forward as a part of their portfolio. These are long-term investors, guys, from these ETFs. That's what Scaramucci sees. That's what we see. That's why I remain bullish. That's why we continue to take profits when you make a bunch of gains, maybe find another token, maybe hold it in cash in case there's a dip. But I like to continue to dollar cost average into this market, because I believe I know what's coming next. There's broader fear, though. It's not just crypto that came down yesterday and actually recovered beautifully today, but the S&P 500 is down from its highs. This thing was breaking all-time highs earlier this year. It's coming down, mostly, in my opinion, because of the global conflict that is of concern right now, and because of the potential Fed pivot that is just continuously getting delayed. Once that pivot occurs, we're off to the races. The market can start to go up again. That will happen at some point because of the presidential election. The incumbent, the Biden administration, wants to remain in office. Well, in order for that to happen, they're going to put pressure on the Fed. And I think the Fed's going to help them out in getting the interest rates start pivoting down. Even if it's early, I think it's going to happen. I think it's inevitable. Maybe not as aggressive as we originally thought, but it's still coming. And regardless of all that nonsense, guys, crypto is still young. Here is Coinbase stock, which came out in April of 2021. It hasn't even experienced a full-fledged bull market yet. A little bit. It launched, it came down, it tried to recover, and then crypto fell off into a bear market. Here we are. I'm very bullish on this thing. We were talking about this stock when it was at $45. It's still at $214 today. That's a 4x on your money if you bought it when we were talking about it. And that's repeatedly. We have so many coins and plays and stocks that we've talked about that you could have had 5, 10, 20, 2x's. You know, it's all over the place, guys, and there's still a lot of opportunities ahead, in my opinion, even if this dip comes, even if there's a broader global conflict that causes more selling pressure. Historically, though, we do have to be conscious that we had a record of 7 green months in a row for Bitcoin. Here we are in April. We are down 9.75% in April. Let me refresh this to see if that's still correct. It might have updated. 9.81%. We could have 1 or 2 red months in a row, and the global conflict, whether it escalates or not, could have, just with the fear, an effect on that. The interest rates and the pivot from the Fed could have an effect on that. And so it's something to be aware of, and just more accumulation opportunities potentially if the buying pressure from the ETFs are not enough, but I think it will be enough. If we look at the liquidation heat map, I want to share that with you guys. It tells a very interesting story as well. If you check out where we're at with this, we see more liquidations possibly coming up really heavy today at 65K, which means we could blast through that at any point today and just liquidate some shorts, hopefully move up to that $72,000 level that we've been talking about so much, which would present even more shorts to be liquidated. When the shorts get liquidated, Bitcoin's price moves up. When the longs get liquidated, this is people betting that Bitcoin's going to go up. If they get liquidated, then Bitcoin's price goes down. Could Bitcoin's price go down? Yeah, my target is $51,000 if we see some downside. In fact, I tweeted about it last night, and I want to share it with you guys. And now, before anybody says, well, you said it was going to 51K. I did not say it was going to 51K last night. My mom saw my tweet, talked to me about it this morning. Let's get into specifics of what I said. I said this, friends. Israel just counterattacked Iran. Here comes 51K Bitcoin? Question mark. It could happen. It could happen. It's on the table. Let's just see how this whole thing plays out, guys. I don't know. Gold Pony Crypto, shout out to you, says here comes higher gas prices and inflation. Yeah, maybe. Let's see how this whole global conflict plays out, guys. It's a very interesting time in crypto. Let's look at what the story is. Again, I believe a broader altcoin rally is coming. I think a lot of people are going to make a lot of money in crypto this year at some point. Again, could we be in for some pain in the next week, in the next 2 months? Maybe. But the Bitcoin halving is a bull market catalyst. So at some point, me and my partner expect us to break our previous all-time highs, the overall market cap to break those previous highs, but the story has not changed, guys. Nothing has changed. You might be bored with the idea that I've been sharing with you every single day now, or maybe you just appreciate the straightforwardness and the theory that I'm sticking to and holding true to. In the previous bull markets back in 2017, when we broke through the 2013 highs, it took 55 days once we wicked above the highs for Bitcoin to hit a parabolic rally, have an altcoin rally. It took 18 days to break the highs from 2017 in 2021. And now it's been 46 days since we wicked above the previous high back from 2021. And we're waiting for that altcoin explosion. Bitcoin needs to break out first, and then the altcoins can rip. Today, Ethereum is above $3,000, trying to show some strength. Stacks, a token that I absolutely love, the number one layer 2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi that I know of right now, is at $2.50, an insane discount from its peaks at $3.79. It is down from its highs, guys. Still, 32%. What an incredible discount. And I think this thing, that has already broken through its previous highs, will, just like Bitcoin, basically when Bitcoin makes this escape for price discovery mode and all-time highs. I expect Stacks to break out to all-time highs because it's following Bitcoin very closely. I expect Solana to come back and roar back up to the top. Solana is also way down from its highs. You have an even better, about the same discount, 31% discount from its previous highs. If you had bought the absolute dip for Solana recently, then you could have picked it up at a almost 50% discount. And so shout out to anybody that did buy the beautiful dip on any of the altcoins that they love, whether it's Jasmy, Solana, Stacks, you name it, guys. There's a lot of good plays out there. And even Binance token, which did get a lot of FUD. And I was a little scared of Binance as well. I had, in fact, this trend line drawn down at $207 for a while to see if maybe we'd break below it. We did not. Could we still test lower? Maybe, potentially. But they just launched in Dubai with more services. They came back to India with another license. And so this is a real thing, guys. Now, I put out a poll. I want your feedback on it. Do you guys think there will be a World War III in our lifetime? It's a very important question. Now, 52% of you guys say yes, and 48% of you guys say no. I'll tell you what my opinion is now, and let's go into a Q&A. I believe, yes, there could be, but what does that play out to be? Are we going to have nuclear fallout? I don't think so. Not to say that nuclear weapons aren't going to be used, but I don't think everybody's going to launch. I don't think the end of the world is coming. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in that. That benefits nobody. That benefits nobody at all. That ruins all the economies. That ruins all the governments. That ruins the world. That's not what we want to see. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't think anybody wants to see that. But instead, World War III could break out, and it could be just through a series of proxy wars. I don't think it's hitting the U.S. soil. I don't think it's hitting this continent of North America. But I do think that, unfortunately, it could happen in a lot of these third world countries or in some of these other large countries that aren't third world countries over in the Middle East, over in some of the European countries, even with Russia and Ukraine going on. Clearly, everybody's eyes right now are on Israel and Iran, as it's the hottest thing off the press right now. But no doubt, guys, there will be turbulence in the market if a global conflict breaks out, even if it's not, a full-scale crazy war like on all terrains across the globe. This could come. This could affect the markets. This could be a black swan event to send us lower to provide even more buying opportunities. And if there is a huge dip as a result of a global conflict like that, guys, well, that would present buying opportunities, and that would also set us up for something very interesting. A lot of people were talking about how this move to the upside for Bitcoin was premature, which in a way I do disagree with in a way. But let's say we cool off and we have a black swan event and we really cool off and we come back down to 51K, like I said, or even worse, lower. That sets us up to have an extended bull market, believe it or not. Yes, a crash would set me up for more bullish narrative in the future, more buying opportunities. Right now, I believe that the bull market should peak out towards the end of this year, maybe into the beginning of 2025. Now, if we have a greater dip in these crypto markets, then my hypothesis would change, because you got to be able to change. You got to be able to change your mind. If you're stuck on one idea, then you're doomed. You have to be able to pivot, take in new information, and be able to change your mind. That's one thing I like about some of the new influencers that have come up. I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan. Guy changes his mind all the time. I'm a Joe Rogan bro. No shame, guys. But the point is you're able to change your mind. You're able to listen to other intellectuals, take some new ideas, and change your mind and change your perspective on something. And so if the broader crash comes and we do see some kind of black swan event that brings us lower, then what I would expect is to see, maybe a couple more, like several months of downward to sideways action. And then we can kind of continue. And then my target for the peak of the bull market would change and shift into later 2025. But I'm not going to pivot until I have a reason to do so. And I don't have that reason yet. I stay bullish because of the broader news that's happening with the ETFs. Hong Kong launching their ETF potentially on the 30th of April. Now what makes other Asian countries want to start launching their own ETFs. And again, these ETFs are long-term holders. These aren't degenerate gamblers like you and me, folks. And I apologize if you're not. But hey, the crypto people like you and me, a lot of society, the banks, the institutions, they look at us in some kind of way. You and I both know it. So it's getting institutionalized, guys. These are long-term investors that are coming in through these ETFs, which brings more buying pressure as the asset gets more scarce. Some people are predicting in the next 6 to 9 months, Bitcoin on exchanges is going to be completely run out. Another huge catalyst for more upside potentially in these crypto markets. We got 76 viewers, but only 16 likes. I'm scratching my head on that one, guys. If you're here, if you're watching, you enjoy this content and these updates, do me a favor. Smash the like button. Exit out of the chat real quick on your iPhone. you can tap that like button. It's the #1 thing you can do to support any YouTube channel. But me and my partner, Black Sea, we appreciate all the support, all the likes, because we do content for you guys 5 days, or 5 videos every single day. Live streams Monday through Friday for you guys, because we're dedicated to the cause. We're dedicated to updating you guys on what's going on in this market. All right, guys. So what else is going on? John 3:16 says, "Hey, end of the world's coming." You know, I don't know. I don't agree. I don't agree. But the Bible does state it. Maybe one time, some point. Yes, we'll see. Not yet. It's just getting good. I'd be very disappointed, and maybe not around anymore if that did come. Chris Klein says, "So is it true the next big narrative is gamer coins?" You know, a lot of people think that. I got a new sponsor. I did another video for you guys for Pikamoon that's coming out later today. They got more exchange listings coming. That's a free placement for them there. But, you know, gaming's a narrative. And so the reason we took that sponsorship is because gaming's clearly attractive. They're working on a product. A lot of people are working on products, guys. There are a lot of gaming plays that I know a lot of people are hyped up about. Look at Alex Becker's channel, one of the largest YouTubers out there for crypto. He's all in on gaming. I know there's a lot of other players out there that are very much into the gaming space. I'm not a big gamer myself, so I'm not overly hyped about it. I might pick some plays, do some swing trades in it, but maybe. AI is a big narrative. I think Bitcoin solutions for DeFi are going to be a bigger narrative. I'm going to stay true to that. I believe that's coming. But we'll see. I could take a peek at Ronin later on. Chris, thanks. I'm going to look through some of the other questions to see if there's any quick questions that I can answer today. Let's see what's going on, people. Tennessee Ecoman says, "Try Mint Rooney, maybe the next order." I'll have to peek at that one. You talked about it twice now, Tennessee Ecoman. Yeah, I will talk about the meme coins on Cronos for you, Alex C. Thoughts on the recent launch of the Omni network? Hey, there's going to be a lot of competition coming up in the space. Omni does have a big name. I know it's got a lot of community behind it. So you never know. We could take a peek at the chart on that one here in a bit. Tennessee Eagle Man says, "I believe this cycle's biggest gainers will be BTC narratives." Me and you agree, Tennessee Eagle Man. Alex C says he has a question about Bitcoin ETF. Don't you think that BlackRock and others, the ETF, gaining too much control over the market? Alex, you are right. They are. But the only fear I have with that is that the volatility is going to decrease. I still think that means we're going to go up into the right. But they're not buying it to dump it all to ruin the market, because I think that buyers would naturally just come back. It could cause a big sell-off at some point potentially. But again, I believe that these ETFs are producing long-term investors, because the people that are putting their monies in these ETFs, these aren't altcoin flippers. These are people that like gold. These are people that like the S&P 500. These are people that like a hedge against inflation. And that's how they're looking at Bitcoin. So no, I think it's good overall. It stinks that, you know, they have now almost 300,000 Bitcoin or whatever. But if you bought when we were telling you to buy, then you should love it. And now if you're new to this space and you're trying to figure out to buy in, then you might not love it. And you're like, "Oh, I'm too late," which I disagree with. It's not too late. Again, I believe Bitcoin's going to $1 million one day. When? I don't know. Ethan Burke, good morning to you, my friend. Only meme coin on Cronos we're talking about right now is Crow with Knife. Hey, there's a couple out there that are exciting, but my favorite one is Crow with Knife, and that's my personal bias. I'm a CAW token believer. Lucky J's asking, am I a CAW token believer? Yes. I'm a huge holder of that token, and I love it. And it's a joke, and it's risky, and you could lose your money, so you take profit on the way up, guys. A lot of people are hyped up about Mary, the mystery token Mary on Cronos. Actually got won the VVS competition alongside Crow with Knife for the most popular meme on Cronos. APTV just doubled his Welsh position, and even though there's no devs. Well, that's the meme coin narrative. You bought the first Bitcoin DeFi dog token on Bitcoin, and I'm bullish on it. I have a big bag of that one as well. Hi, brother. Any thoughts on the CROB token? It was propped up by VVS. It's probably going to be successful, but it's not my most exciting narrative in the Cronos meme token ecosystem. I'm staying away from it until I see a massive sell-off, or I don't know. I'm probably not going to buy it, but that doesn't mean anything. I can't buy everything, you know. I can't buy everything. But it was launched by VVS. It's got an exchange listing on crypto.com, so it's probably going to do decently well when we get the big altcoin rally. Tennessee Ecoman says Stack is already approved by the SEC. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, the Nakamoto upgrade's coming to Stacks, the layer 2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi. Gonna bring transaction times under 4 seconds, and that's probably not new to most of you guys, but if that's new information to you, then you should subscribe to this channel because I've been shouting it from the rooftops for 4 months. You could have gotten some beautiful dips on stacks. A beautiful dip is still in play for you guys on stacks. I'm ready for it. Are you? And here we go. Bitcoin's just ranging out right now. I had my golf league yesterday. We were in second place. That was beautiful. We did a scramble. That was a lot of fun. Hey, John. How you doing? Ethan Bark says, Vaultec about to make money off that. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Mario asks, Albert Peaks 3 World Wars is a bit odd to say the least. No conspiracies here, but can't ignore historical figures. I don't know anything about that. Mario's talking about Taiwan military conflict. Yeah, let's see. That's another black swan potentially coming down the pipeline. Let's see if that plays out. DeAndrew Johnson asks, what made you get into crypto? DeAndrew, that is a great question. I have a good buddy of mine. He's out in the East Coast right now, but we lived together for 2 years when I was going to college, and he got involved in some silly tokens just on some board for, you know, when it was all nothing, right? It was back in 2016 I got in. Unbelievable. I should be rich, but I made mistakes. I made mistakes, guys, and I'm not ashamed to say it. The reason we started this channel is because we learned from our mistakes, and we've done increasingly better from bull market to bull market. This is by far and large our most successful bull market so far. And I think it's going to continue to prove to be the best bull market me and my partner Black Sea have ever had. And I hope the same is true for you guys. But I got in because a friend was into crypto, told me about the magic internet money. I made a couple bets, made a couple $100, turned the couple $100 into a couple thousand, turned that into 100,000 or so. And honestly, my first bull cycle back in 2016, I watched it all go back down to double digits, right? Not double digits, but, you know, a couple thousand. And I missed it, right? So then next bull cycle, I did a lot better. This bull cycle, I'm doing even better. But I got in because a friend told me about it. I looked into it. I started to understand Bitcoin. And, you know, even in the last bull cycle, I was only barely scraping the surface of what an L1 and L2 is. And if you don't know what an L1 and L2 is, do some research, guys. You got to figure that out. You have to understand what the heck you're buying, okay? If you're buying a meme, you're buying a meme. If you're buying an L1, why? What are the backing partners? How much is the utilization of the chain? Who's it supported by? Is there a big ecosystem there? These are the things you have to be aware of, guys. Mr. Wright is set up with his runestone, ready for some airdrops. I got a runestone. I'm ready for some airdrops, Mr. Wright. Airdrops coming later tonight, I think. Around like 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe. Tennessee Ecoman says the ETF will FOMO even more once they realize what the halving is all about. I agree with you completely. Buenos dias, bro, says Johnny. Buenos dias to you, amigo. Zach says Crow to 250. I say $2 to $5 is going to happen. And let's talk about Crow real quick. Crow coin. 12 cents right now, a level that I thought we could come back down to, and here we are, exactly as I predicted. Oh, what do you know? Making good calls. Previous high for this coin was 96 cents. You know, in crypto, you want your altcoins to go back above its previous all-time highs. Crypto.com has more regulatory approvals than any other crypto exchange out there. They have their own L1 chain. It's an EVM-compatible chain. They have a meme coin mania occurring right now in the ecosystem. It's spectacular. They have an aggregator that just came in and consolidated all the dexes into one place where you could buy and get the best price. It's a beautiful thing. They got airdrops coming. This token, I'm very bullish on. I think you go to $2 to $5 in this bull market. But the thing is, guys, is that it could happen very quickly. If you look at the big rally that Crowcoin had in the last bull market, it really happened in just a month. You can see that right here. 42 days about. So it can happen towards the end of the bull cycle in one flash, and you better be ready to take profits, guys, because it could very well play out like that. We take profit on the way up, my friends. DeAndrew asks, how do I feel about the Bone token? I don't love it. Shiba Inu is the play. Bone is within the Shiba Inu ecosystem. I get that, but I don't love the Bone token. But that being said, it's probably going to make some money. You know, we say it all the time. You could throw, you know, you could take the top 100 tokens in crypto. You could put them on a dartboard. You could take 5 darts, put on a blindfold, throw them at the dartboard, invest in the 5 tokens the darts land on, and make some money in crypto. But that's not what we're doing. We're picking a hypothesis that we believe in. And if you believe in Bone, then hey, that's your token. But yes, we need more likes, guys. 71 viewers, 33 likes. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. You can do better. I know you can. Hey, if you're making money or you're buying the dip or you enjoy the content, just crush the like button for me, guys. If you want to become a member on this channel, like Anth Crow in the chat, like Buff Link saying happy having, like all these guys with green, WCBJJ77, the news, another member on the channel. You can become a member on our channel in the link in the description down below. Have a lot of fun with our members. You get access to our private Discord when you do become a member on our channel. So check that out. Mr. Wright got his runestone airdropped. How did you get your runestone airdropped? Is it just because you bought an ordinal? Because that's what I understand. People that bought ordinals early, were early buyers of ordinals, got runestones. Is that correct, Mr. Wright? Johnny Sevenfold said, I thought the Nakamoto upgrade was supposed to be yesterday. No, my friend. It's on the 22nd. It's on the 22nd. Shy Sox fan for life. Good afternoon. Smash the like button for me, guys. Number one thing you can do to support your favorite YouTube channels, and I hope we make the cut. We've done over 3,200 videos for you guys on this channel. It's crazy. So crazy that it just might work. Yes, bought ordinals early. Man, I missed out. I should have bought an ordinal. Should have bought an ordinal. Runestone's worth $6,000. Well, maybe like $5,000 right now. G wants to know, are we having a halving stream? No, I can't have a halving stream. This is my halving stream. I'm going golfing with Mrs. Crypto Kip later on. It's exciting. Mrs. Crypto Kip's my wife, by the way. We're having a baby girl. I wear it on my wrist every day. This is how we told my family. Baby girl, baby girl. So the votes are in. 54% of you guys believe in a World War III. Let's see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to end the poll. Let's take a peek at something else here. Guys. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at CryptoKipTweets, guys. I put out some fun tweets for you. I think you're going to enjoy them. And my partner on the channel, he's been doing some giveaways, so you want to check him out as well. 333 Black Sea, my partner on the channel. We've been doing a lot of videos for you guys, but let's look at this now. Let's look at these Cronos meme tokens as I was requested earlier on. Here is Crow with Knife, my favorite meme on Cronos, because it's the only one that I hold. So I'm biased, and I'll tell you guys my bias. I have no partnerships. I have no affiliations with anything unless I tell you. Right now, we got a sponsorship by Pikamoon. But other than that, I got no sponsorships right now. So we are looking at Crow with Knife. This thing had an exchange listing on Bitmart today. It was very successful. It came up. It rallied around that. There was a little bit of a sell-off. This was actually the dev. He sold some of his tokens. And before you complain about the dev selling and dumping on his community, that's not what happened. In fact, he sold the tokens so that he increased the liquidity pool. And today, this was actually whitelisted on Jupiter. And so now they are raiding Twitter to promote the token just organically as a community about that. And he added liquidity to the liquidity pool so that more traders could come in and buy and sell successfully. This is a brand new token. You never know, guys. All meme tokens are risky. Shout out to the mystery token as well, which is actually trying to get a recovery today. This thing roared up. If you bought it in early, guys, down at the bottom, man, 10x gains for some people. Incredible. This token launched yesterday. I was telling you guys how I wouldn't be buying it because I never buy anything when it first launches because then it can crash and then it could recover. If you want to look at a good example of that, we can look at Crob, which somebody was talking about earlier today, which again, when it launched, it came way up, it crashed, and then it had a beautiful recovery. And we'll see what happens with this. But the meme coin ecosystem is still thriving for Cronos, and there's going to be a lot. Base ecosystem's thriving for meme coins. Avalanche has a thriving meme coin community. Solana's by far the largest successful meme coin community right now. But, you know, people are looking for the next thing always in crypto. And if we do get this broader altcoin rally, which I'm expecting at some point, a parabolic run for the overall crypto market, then meme coins, altcoins, everything should go up. Not everything. Not everything's a perfect play. Not every coin's going to break its previous all-time highs, which is why you must do your own research, continue to keep your finger on the pulse, and please, smash the like button, guys. We got 39 likes, 72 viewers. Hello to all 72, you guys. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Tap the like button for me. Number one thing you can do to support a channel. Subscribe as well, because 5 videos come out every day from us, and we got members on this channel that enjoy the content. That's why they signed up as a member. They get access to our private Discord, which me and Black C you can talk with directly in. Shout out to Chris Gomez. What's up, brother? How you doing? Lorenzo Reyna. Even if Crow reaches $1, I'll be happy, says Lorenzo. I agree. Oser's got bags on stacks, Welsh, Whiff, and SKO. I don't know that one, but I got some Welsh, and I'm going to buy some more stacks here. Vuli says, congratulations on your baby girl. Dust your house weekly so your baby won't get sick. Clever idea. We were just doing a little spring cleaning earlier today. I got all the windows open. We're getting some fresh air in the house. It's a beautiful day. Bufflink says, congrats on the baby girl. If you name her Zelda, she will be a princess forever. I love it. Excuse me. What else is going on, people? How we doing today? Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing perfect today. I love my community, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. I appreciate each and every single you guys tuning in. Every time you do, and every time you tap the like button makes me a happy man. Marian Varga. What's wrong with Ka dumping all pumps? It's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. No shock. Exchange listing, little sell-off. No surprise there. I'm still holding. I haven't sold. I sold like $1,000 worth to pay something the other day because I needed some money. But that's it. I mean, I got a huge bag. DeAndre Johnson's congratulations on the healthy baby. She's healthy. You know, praise God. She's healthy. Pray about it. You know, we'll take all your prayers, and yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting. We're what are we at? 18 weeks pregnant? I think 18 weeks. Our baby is the length of a cucumber. That's all I know. And then soon, it's going to be I don't know what she's going to be next. We'll see. Eighth Crow says, rule number 1. Before you get comfortable and listen to Kip's knowledge information, hit that like button and help a brother out. Anth's my guy. You know what? Pinned post. Pinned post. I agree. I agree. God is good. Hopefully he comes in and helps this global conflict. Want de-escalation. De-escalation. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to cut it short. Short stream today. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Smash the like button before you get out of here. As always, guys, we got more content coming every single day. This bull market is just getting started. If there's a sell-off, I'll buy the dip. If we pump, I'm still buying because guess what, guys? Bitcoin bull market's just getting started. Altcoins will rally. A lot of money to be made in these markets. Maybe we get some sell-offs. Look at them as opportunity, guys. Do not panic. Don't be the guy to sell the lows and buy the highs. That's not what you want to be. That's all I got on this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is a Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more crypto content. And as always, friends, don't forget to DCA, HODL, do your own research. And as always, we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. This is a Crypto Report. I'll see you next time. Peace.